I'm here on the roof of the Art Gallery of New South Wales, outside, and about to talk with David Haines and Joyce Hinterding about their work in the Landa Award, the Outlands. Now guys, your work is pretty hard to categorise, so when people step into the Outlands in the exhibition space, what will be the big differences between your virtual world and, say, the world of your average commercial first-person shooter?
You know, what's different to the game, the more typical kind of idea of a game, I suppose, is simply that the death has somehow been pushed away. The paradigm and the logic of how these things are often thought about, even as a technology, is geared towards this sort of pursuit and kill sort of mentality that's literally pervasive throughout the entire programming logic. And so as artists, what we've had to come in and do is somehow defy that logic and turn it on its head. We've struggled with the engine.
Dead bodies.
we've
had to tick boxes to say hide dead bodies. And we've had to spend a lot of time getting rid of all the weaponry that just automatically loads in. And
so you're after an experience that's going to be more contemplative and reflective, possibly slower than the usual game experience?
Absolutely. That it is. It's literally like the struggle against the death logic of the program in order to install the status of a dreamlike state and bring it back into the fold of art that we really appreciate, which is beauty, it's contemplation, it's all kinds of things. Not in a saccharine sense, but in that sense of depth and sublimity. Any artist wants to try to reach that. It's the dream architecture, if you like. It's at the point where it becomes, you know, the borders between light and structure start to become more ambiguous, I suppose. It's sort of future architecture in a weird sort of way. It's a very specifically digital palette. It's a colour of phosphor and light.
Yeah, particularly that blue in the forest scenes, which just glows like you know, an Yves Klein painting. What sort of you know, emotional atmosphere were you after with that blue?
I strongly felt right through this project that what we could do is somehow use colour in a different way at a retinal level and try to use the range of blues to produce the tonal. So, and that it would be this thing which would almost sort of saturate your eyes, because we want it to be sensate.
Do you see the work as something that is designed to take people sort of more intensely into the world, or is it designed to lift them out of the world in a kind of escapist way?
That's a double-edged question, that one.
I know myself, playing around with those tree generating programs, you walk back out into the world and you look at a tree and you go, oh my God, it's so perfect. Somehow your appreciation of the natural world is doubly enhanced.
Interesting.
So it sort of it has a double edge. It makes you see the natural world in this other way, or with greater appreciation.
The great thing about a virtual world of any kind, whether it's a drawing or a sculpture or a work like this, is that you can never have total control of anything. The outcomes are unpredictable about which direction one will head, and I think that that's another sort of defiance of that sort of game programming logic. You
know, because being in the space with you guys, you seem as surprised as I am by many of the views that are emerging.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it's an open world. It's not a totally open world, but it is an open world model. So yesterday I spent a long time diving up and down a waterfall like a swallow. And that had never happened, and I was really thrilled by that, because I think if your own work is feeding that stuff back to you, it's amazing. You know, that's the joy of the work. So yeah, it is.